Namaste Yogis.
It's Goga, kinda like yoga. 2 years in the game, 78 postures later, it is clear hip openers are the big boys or girls in yoga. From sitting ones, lunges, squats, goddesses, hamstring stretchers, including the inversions. With this foundation, I'm convinced that we are ready to take a 90-day journey towards the mother of them all. They call it hanumanasana, monkey, or as most of you know it, the splits. Enjoy the ride. So let's begin with a bit of warm-up on day number 52. Butt kicks for 60 seconds. Hands on the chest. Try to keep the upper body as straight as possible. And then try to make sure that you're massaging your bum with your heels. And you can even quicken them as much as possible and just see what that feels like. Inhaling and exhaling, moving with intentionality. And then keep puffing the chest up even more. This is a very good practice, just be able to work up the entire cardiovascular system. A few more seconds to go, inhaling and exhaling. You can even make circles here. Tapping your bum again with those heels. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. And then gently see if you can stop the exercise. Catch your breath. The next pose you're going to do, we are going to we're going to say that we can do standing leg raise. So hug your right knee to your chest, maybe start making circles with your ankles. Stay here for a moment, shifting all the weight on the standing foot, and then so that you can grab your right big toe with your 2-piece fingers, and then when you're ready, stretch it forward. It's almost like the open knee extension, but now it's a test of balance. Now so that you can open that leg towards the right side, find stability. You can open your left hand out, just be able to find balance like an aeroplane. And then when you're ready, you can twist and gaze towards the left shoulder. Otherwise, just stay gazing forward. Relaxing here for about 30 seconds. Bring that leg back to center. You can release the big toe, point your toe, and then gently release. Shake it out, shake it out. Same thing the other side. Grab your left knee, hug it towards your chest. And then when you're ready, grab your left big toe. Stay here for a bit. When you're ready, stretch it forward. So as you stretch it forward, you want to so that you can get your balance here. So shifting all the weight on the standing foot. And then so that you can open towards the left side. Open your wings out just to find balance. And when you're ready, you can bring the right hand on your waist. You can even choose to gaze towards the right shoulder, just to be able to feel that deep stretch. Bring it back to center, point the toes, and then gently release. The next pose, you're going to do some side lunges. Hands on the chest, lunge towards the left, come back to center, side lunge towards the right side. So you keep doing this for 60 seconds, engage in the core as tightly as possible. And then you press the foot that is lunging, feeling the side that is outstretched. And try to even keep sinking the hips even a little bit deeper, just to be able to find that deep stretch. Side lunge. Side lunge is very good, just to be able to keep working those hamstrings, because today we are going to do the full split and see where we are on this day of the challenge. I hope it's been a great week for all of you. It's been okay. It's been okay. It's not exactly a great week, but you know what to do. This is life, right? Then come back to center, lunge towards the right side, roll back to center very slowly, trying to be able to catch that bit of stretch. And then maybe one last round of this. Stop the exercise. The next posture, walk to a wall so that you can press your hands on a wall. Splay your feet out slightly, and then you're going to raise your heels, bring them down. Raise your heels, bring them down. So this is the calf raises with splayed foot. Very good exercise, just to be able to work the calf muscles. You can feel in the very nice engagement that is coming as you bring your feet, pressing them down on the mat as you lift your heels like a ballerina. It's totally engaging the calf muscles. Inhaling as you lift, exhaling as you come back. Inhale, lift, and so that you can balance on top for a while. Hands on the waist. Test yourself, balancing on the mound of the foot or the balls of the foot. And when you're ready, come back down. So keep doing this for a while. We have about 10 or so more seconds to go. Keep trying balancing on the balls of the foot. Challenging your balance here in this particular stretch. Then when you're ready, gently release, shake it out, shake it out. Good. The next thing we are going to do, still go next to the wall. We are going to do the single leg swings on the right side for 30 seconds. So start swinging that right leg. Very good exercise just to strengthen the inner thighs and the hamstrings. Yeah, and you can use the wall just to support yourself as you keep swinging the right leg. Very also good just to open those hips because it's making the hip joints move very nicely, bringing in mobility there. Just be able to see where that range is. And then gently release, we switch sides. So single leg swings on the left side. So we start swinging the legs towards the left. I time myself here for 30 seconds. Keep swinging. Oof. On the left side. Feeling that nice stretch of the inner thighs and the hamstrings. And also the hip joint. Just swinging. About 10 more seconds to go. Try taking it as high as possible. Target to see whether the foot can be on the same line as the shoulders. Inhaling and exhaling. And then when you are ready, stop the exercise, take a bit of rest. The next thing we are going to do, we are starting our stretches now. So we start with pyramid pose. So take your left leg forward and then shorten the distance with your right leg. And then try to create a nice pyramid so that you can press your hands down and then bow forward, and so that you can kiss your left knee. Otherwise, just stay here with a flat back. It is still pyramid pose because you just want to create a pyramid with your legs and feel that nice juicy stretch of the hamstrings while in pyramid. Otherwise, you can bow forward by pressing your palms down and just completely melt into the ground underneath you, feeling that nice stretch. And then see whether you can keep pressing the palms even deeper. Otherwise, you can even grab behind the left calf and just melt completely in surrender. Inhaling and exhaling. So you're staying here for 60 seconds, feeling that nice juicy stretch, not just on the left hamstring, but also on the right hamstring. And then keep surrendering and melting even more towards the ground. And then when you're ready, lift halfway, we switch sides. So you turn your right leg outwards, close in with your left, creating the pyramid shape with your legs, and then so that you can bow forward when you're ready. You can either choose to stay with a flat back, feeling that nice stretch on the hamstrings and the thigh as you bow forward towards kissing your right knee now. Or just see whether you can relax your forehead on the same line as your knee. Another challenge, you can say that you can interlace your fingers behind your left foot or leg. Just see what that feels like. Otherwise, coming to halfway lift, it still works. Less is more in practice. Stay in here for about a minute, and then when you are ready, we can easily ease in out of the posture. Inhaling and exhaling. The next posture we are going to do, so we are going to come down into halfway, parallel to the mat underneath you, and then you come into standing. So you hinge, bending halfway, flat back, come into standing. So let's just adjust here. We'll be at the center. Inhale, come halfway. Exhale, rise. So half forward fold. Inhale, fold halfway. Exhale, come up. For 60 seconds, we lean in, pulling the belly in, come up. So you are exhaling as you go down. As you inhaling, you are taking in air. You're coming up, you're taking in air. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, let it go. Fill up, you're opening the chest to take in air. Exhale, you calm down. About 20 more seconds to go in this particular routine. Feeling that nice stretch of the back muscles, and also the backs of the legs, which are the hamstrings, are getting that nice gentle stretch with this half forward fold, standing half forward fold. Inhale, exhale. And then when you're ready, so that you can release, shake it out. Come down onto the mat. So you take your left leg forward, bending your knee. So we're going to do like some kneeling lunge stretch here. So support your hands on your left knee and then start sinking your hips down towards the mat. The moment you do this, you'll start feeling some very nice stretch on the hips. And then just stay here. You can even bring your hands on your waist. Make sure that the knee is above the ankle, bones on top of bones. Feeling this nice benefit of the kneeling lunge stretch on the left side. Inhaling and exhaling. You could even turn and gaze towards your back leg. Make sure the tops of the back leg are pressing down on the mat, just to be able to also get in that nice mini ankle stretch while in this posture. But the idea is to ensure that the upper body is straight the entire time, so that that weight is on top of the hips. About 30 more seconds to go. Inhale, exhale. The hips are still melting down towards the mat. You drop your head back a little bit to give yourself a back bend, otherwise just stay here. You want to avoid arching your back generally in this posture. Just work the legs. Work the legs. The back knee pressing down, you can always cushion it. Then let's switch sides. Take your right leg forward. Drop your left knee down. Adjust in such a way that the knee is above the ankle. And then start feeling that stretch on the right side. Very good exercise just to work on the hip flexors and the thighs. So keep sinking those hips down as you feel that nice stretch. You can even bring your hands to your knees just to keep your upper body straight, because this power of the upper body at least helps you keep a very nice upright stance. And then stay here for 60 seconds, inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in and breathing out. With every exhale, you keep melting even more towards the ground, feeling that nice deep stretch. Elongating the chest up. Exhale. Feeling the nice stretch in the thighs. Maybe this way you can interlace your fingers behind your back, arch your back, puff your back, look up, look up, look up, just to get a nice mini back bend while there. And then gently release, taking your hands down on the ground, straighten that leg for a bit. And then see whether you can find your way lying on your back. Stretch your legs 90 degrees, stretching legs on the wall. So you point your toes up, then you flex them. So make sure you support your lower back. So you want the lower back to be on the floor the entire time. If it's too much, you can always slide like your hands or a cushion or a blanket just to be able to cushion that lower back. And then keep pointing the toes as you find the stretch, and then flex them. Just be able to ensure that you're supporting these legs, and engage the core so that these legs don't collapse. At some point they will start giving you ideas that they want to collapse. Use the core to just keep them up in place. For the next 20 seconds that are remaining, keep stretching those toes and then flex them by pointing them towards your face, even a little bit more. Ensuring that your breath is engaged, the nice power of the Ujjayi breath. Then when you're ready, hug your knees to your chest so that your forehead can meet your knees. And then see whether you can rock up and back and find your way into downward facing dog. Downward facing dog is an inverted V where your feet are hip width distance apart. Spread your fingers a lot and then keep melting your torso towards the thighs. Drop your shoulders down, so you want to broaden your shoulders so you're not crunching the shoulders towards the ears. And then gaze at the space between your feet, feeling that nice stretch. You're pushing the ground away from you, you're pushing the earth away from you. As you sink your heels even lower, you can always bend your knees slightly in case it's too much, just to bring in a nice micro bend on the knees. 30 more seconds to go, inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in and breathing out, very important, very crucial. Today, I am not nominating anyone for the challenge. See whether you can find a twist. So bring your right leg, right hand rather, to tap the left leg. And then release. Maybe left hand taps the right leg. Just find a bit of a twist. And then when you're ready, bend in one knee at a time. And then from here, we start preparing for another deep stretch. So take your left leg outside your left hand. Back knee is off the mat. Press the floor away from you. Open the chest as you look forward. And when you're ready, drop the right knee down. And then start melting the chest and bring your forearms down. Uttan Pristasana, or the lizard posture. You can even push the left knee slightly, just to ensure that you are as if you are reading something under your left foot, feeling that nice deep stretch of the left hip flexor. You can even stretch your hands completely forward towards the front, and then slide your back foot even more to get that deep stretch into lizard pose, or the dragon tail pose. Inhale, exhale. So no nomination today because this is a tribute episode to the fallen soldiers on these YT streets. Fat Ninja DM, all the way from the US, one of my panelists, regular panelists on the live streams, and Yod Boss movement. Yod Boss was from Jamaica, also very added supporter. Press your palms down, tuck your back foot, and then shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, switch sides. So you take your right leg between your hands and then drop that knee down, the left knee down, bringing the tops of the knee down. You can either choose to stay with your palms down, otherwise bring your forearms down. And then you want to push your right knee slightly outwards. In my case, slightly towards the door behind me. And then keep sliding the left leg more towards the back to deepen the stretch. Feeling that nice stretch on the thighs and the groin. And also, there's a bit of hip opening happening there. You can even stretch your hands. Crawl your spider fingers forward as you stretch your hands. Melting more even towards the ground. You can even bring your head down on the ground if that is something you want to explore. Just be able to see how that progresses your practice. Again, you can always turn your right leg slightly as if you're reading something underneath. This actually creates space for the upper body, so that it ensures that you're not putting a lot of pressure or excess pressure on the ankle joints. And then stay here, inhaling and exhaling. You can either choose to remain with your forearms down or press your palms. Couple of seconds more to go. Inhale, exhale. Press your palms, open your chest, then so that you can take downward facing dog, bending one knee at a time. Bending one knee at a time. Then find your way back on the mat. Stretch your left leg completely. Flex your toes by pointing your toes towards your face. Then you want to feel that nice stretch, pressing your palms down or your spider fingers so that you can bow forward on top of that left leg. So kneeling hamstring stretch, or the half split. This is actually called half split or half Hanuman. And then you can always tuck your back foot or bring the top of the foot down and then just bow along that entire left leg. That is the half split before we attempt the full split and see where we are on day number 52 of the challenge. Inhaling and exhaling. And you can even keep bowing forward a little bit more by taking the hands even deeper towards the front. And stay here for 60 seconds on one side before you transition to the right side. Inhale, exhale. Another option, if it's too much, you can always gaze forward. You don't need to bow forward. Take a rest. The next thing we are going to do is the same half split but on the right side. So take your right leg forward. You can shake the left leg out just to bring blood flow back to the body. Stretch your right leg forward. Point your toes towards your face and then see whether you can bow forward. So you stay here, inhaling and exhaling. Just prostrate along that entire right leg. Dropping your head down to be in contact with the knee, forehead, or you can even bring your chin, and you can keep scrolling the hands further, even a little bit more, just to be able to deepen that stretch. About 20 more seconds to go in this posture, half Hanuman or half split. Very nice posture, by the way, when it comes to getting that gentle hamstring stretch. And this is the most accessible, especially for people who can't literally attempt a split, because split is very like sensitive posture that can cause to your ligaments. So you always want to be very careful when getting into the splits. Then gently release, take a rest. The next posture we're going to do for 60 seconds. Let's see that you can find your way lying on your back so that you can stretch the spine, the leg, while finding a stretch on the spine. So hug both your knees to your chest, and then when you are ready, see whether you can hug the left knee more, and then see whether you can grab behind the left calf. Keep the right leg in entirety fully straight on the ground as you pull the left leg fully towards your face. Keep pressing the right thigh down on the ground so that it doesn't lift, and then you keep drawing your entire left leg towards your face. You could even lift your head and see whether your head can meet your knee. Otherwise, you can keep your head down and just keep pulling that leg more. So it's as if you're trying to like split like a scissor, but then ideally also trying to be intentional and deliberate about it, feeling that nice deep stretch on the entire left leg. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in and breathing out. And then when you're ready, you want to like start finding a way on how to release gently, because you've been stretching this leg the entire time. So you want to ease out very slowly out of it. And the same thing, you hug that knee towards your chest and then stretch that leg fully. Now, so that you can hug the right knee towards your chest, squeeze it tight, and then when you're ready, you're going to grab behind the shin or grab the calf, and then keep pulling that leg more towards your face. And then try to keep the lifted leg as straight as possible, because that's where the stretch is coming from. And then make sure that your left thigh is totally grounded on the mat underneath you. And just stay here, keep pulling that knee in a little bit more. You can see that your head can reach to meet that knee. Just be able to get that bit of stretch. About 20 more seconds to go. Inhaling and exhaling to finish this particular side. And remember, yoga is about balance. So whatever you do on the right has to be done on the left. Just be able to like keep that spirit of balance going on. One more deep breath in. Exhale. Gently release. Hug that knee towards your chest. Hug both knees towards your chest. Rock up, coming into sitting, and then straddle your legs as wide as possible. This is now becoming familiar. So straddle your legs as wide as possible. Then take your hands up, reach and grab your right leg or foot. Lift up, grab the left foot. So we are going to do this for a while. It's a wide stretch dynamic forward fold where you come, grab the right, you lift up, you fold and grab the left. And you want to like inhale as you come up, exhale as you bow forward, and you keep doing this for about 60 seconds. Inhale, lift up, exhale, bow forward. Oof. It's a very good hamstring stretch, by the way. And so that now you can find a twist. Bring your left hand on your right knee, and then bring your right hand on your left knee. Find that twist and take the other hand across your ear so that you can grab the big toe. And then maybe see whether you can reach and grab the entire right leg. Come up, see whether you can grab the entirety of the left leg, bowing forward completely into a deep forward fold. So you can keep doing this for a while, just to buy the 60 seconds, and then gently release. Oof. The next thing we're going to do is, and the last posture is the split. So take your left leg out like you're going to do half split, and then start sliding your back knee towards the back, coming into split on the left side, the split. And this is where we are, 52 days in the journey. This is the distance between the ground and our hips. And you can see whether you can keep the chest straight as possible. Today I'm not going to use any support, but you can always slide a block under your thigh. But this is where we are on the journey on day number 52. You can even bow and kiss your knee. Mwah! Otherwise, keep sliding your hips even lower, feeling that nice, deep, intense stretch of the split. 60 seconds. Hold this split for a minute. We are getting into a level of the practice where we'll be holding poses for so long. So you want to keep finding that deep stretch as we angle more towards day number 90. Yep. Inhaling and exhaling. A few more breaths here. Exhale. Sending breaths to those screaming hip joints and hips. And then gently release. We switch sides. Oof. Shake it out if need to. You can massage the back of your thighs. Now take your right leg forward. Find half split on the right side. And then start sliding your back knee. You can always use a sock, so get some very slippery ground where you can slide a piece of cloth, and then keep sliding the back foot. And there we are, the split on the right side. Mwah! Kissing my right knee. See whether I can keep the chest straight. So when I keep the chest straight, the import of this is that weight is placing and pushing the hips even lower. And you can see the right side is making much more progress as compared to the left. And I can keep sinking those hips a little bit lower using the weight of my upper body. And then keep sliding forward a little bit more. This is almost down on the ground. How amazing, how amazing. The right side, I feel the right side will attain the split before the left. It is very clear. Look at that. And you can keep sliding even more. Look at the distance there. The more you keep sinking, the deeper it gets. And that is as close as to the splits as possible. One more deep breath in. Exhale. Our 1 minute is out. Gently release. Oof. Shake it out. Massage those thighs. Come into sitting. Namaste. Bye, guys.